Take a close look at this. Have you ever seen anything like this? Yeah, I was intrigued by this lure too when I first saw it. That's why I bought it. First saw it on YouTube, believe it or not. And saw it from some of our subscribers, actually. We subscribe to people, and people subscribe to us, and we watch their channel, they watch ours. And this is one of the lures that I found. And, well, actually watched one of the channels which led to this style of lures. There's no secret. I mean, we're still doing our frog reviews, right? So kind of a frog review series, so to speak. And you can't, you know, we've talked about hollow belly frogs and how well they do. What about hard belly frogs? And when it comes to hard belly frogs, I really don't like what's available in the States right now. I like what's available overseas. And that's where this is coming from. Thailand. Bought this from Thailand. Bought it through an eBay seller who is located in Thailand. Paid about $13 for this. Shipped from Thailand. It's from a company called Megabyte. And this is kind of a... it's the... I think it's called... Well, hold on. Company... Yeah, Tum Yum Tackle. 100% handmade with realistic, lifelike look in action. Pretty cool. Premium strong hooks. Not really. Weed guard, yeah, but it needs work. Premium quality skirting. I'll give you that. 100% handmade and printed. Oh, hand painted. I'll give you that. Okay, so that's where this thing is really excels. If you look at this lure compared to any other lure, the number one thing that's going to come to mind is quality. You need to look at this. It actually looks like somebody spent 10 hours on it. I don't know, maybe somebody did. I mean, $10 US to do the conversion over there. I mean, that's probably a whole day's worth of work. You know, 8-hour payday over there. And nevertheless, man, good job. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes on this thing. Look at the mouth. They actually have a line for a mouth. You don't see that over here. Let's take a look at the, I don't know, any of these other frog imitations, frog styles, or, I mean, they're just printed, you know, printed and be done with it. All these color designs, patches, it's printed on, no texture. That's texture right there. It is textured. The top is textured. I mean, even if fish doesn't even bite this, you can just hang this on the wall and it'll look good. Okay?
Alright, guys.
But I tell you what, fish do hit this. I've caught lots of fish on this.
Here's the lure. Good lure.
So good job to the guys over in Thailand. And this design is something, like I said, it's something that fish will definitely, they haven't seen here. Okay? So if you're a big frog fishing person, or you like to fish in ponds that have a lot of frogs, and you know there's big bass there, oh yeah, throw this at them. Something they've never seen. It walks really good. Well, actually, it doesn't walk at all. It's more like a, I don't even know. It's like a, it doesn't walk. Okay, I mean walk as in like, you know, dart side to side or glide or nothing like that. It's more of a chugging bait, but it doesn't really chug either. It doesn't throw bubbles. It just kind of rolls the water. That's all it does. It kind of rolls the water over when it's coming towards you. The other thing is it's fairly light. It's not very heavy. This thing's made out of wood, from what I can tell. It's a solid piece of wood, and they tell me it's a through line design, which is good, which is really sturdy, which all frogs should be, because we're going to be tugging it on 80-pound braid. So, yeah, according to what I see, I like everything from the skirt on up. I think that's very unique. With some feedback, because I guess this is the only video that we're going to be getting from a customer and YouTube channel, is this. I think this hook needs to be one size up, okay? That's just because I've had a lot of hits where a fish would you can see it. A largemouth bass would inhale the entire thing, and when you go to set the hook, it seems like the lips once the lips hit this part, the mouth of the bass would open, and it'll miss everything else. Unless if they just get this part, it's okay. But I don't know what it is. But I believe if you upsize one size hooks, it'd be better. Because if you look at all these other lures that are over here, I mean, a lot of the fish you guys might have over there might be smaller mouths like snakeheads and stuff. But when it comes to largemouth bass, you want a big hook. So that's one thing. So hopefully you guys can fix that. Mr. I keep pronouncing your name. Tum Yum Tackle from Megabyte. So definitely do that. The other thing is, I don't know what this is. I mean, it's a pretty cool weed guard system, but it's not consistent. When I say it's not consistent, is this? You have to. It's kind of flimsy, and I've thrown it into like trees, into lily pad and all that, and sometimes it'll come through it good, and sometimes I'll get hooked up on it. So it's not very consistent, this weed guard design. Somehow if you can fix it so it's consistently like angled and without changing, I think it'd be good. Because if you look at this, just from that angle, you can already see that this is off. That needs to be more like that, and this one's okay. But over time, it'll start moving again. So figure out a way to do that, and I think that's gonna be great. I think if you can make it a little heavier, I don't know how you would do that. Maybe because this thing is the way it sits in the water, it actually sits kind of like that in the water, which is perfect. That's what I want. So good job on that. And my hand is I got primer on it. I've been working on some paint stuff, so that's why. But other than that, it looks good. It works. It catches fish, all sizes too, big and small, which is I think it was great. The other thing was, I don't know who came up with this idea, but it's really good. It's real good, and I really like it. Only if you guys had a slightly bigger size, or yeah, definitely bigger size. Maybe a little bit wider, 1/4 inch wider, and maybe even a 1/2 inch longer. Okay, that would be a really good thing for us, because like I said, we do a lot of largemouth bass fishing in the States, and if you guys do plan to launch a product line in the States and be serious about it, that's kind of what we want for us, because you get an idea of what you're up against. Bronze-eye shad, no, bronze-eye frog, okay, that's a bronze-eye frog for you guys. They want to compare, and this is the very popular Kevin Van Dam sexy frog. Okay, so this is definitely a small lure and small bait, and that's probably one of the reasons why it's working so well too. A lot of fish have never seen it, and when they do see it, they might want to go investigate. And how fish investigates is they'll bite it. That's what a lot of fish do. They'll bite stuff. And like I said, overall very good. Quality is top notch. I haven't seen anything like this for, like, say $13. Mega Bass. This is like better than a Mega Bass quality. This is $40 quality. I'm talking handmade quality in the States, or even more than that. I would even step it up and say $80 quality on this paint job and everything. And it's actually pretty durable too. That's the other side I've noticed. It doesn't chip off super easy. Well, it did chip a little bit right there, but that's to be expected if you're hitting rocks and stuff. But it's not super
okay, so
like likely to crack or chip or anything like that. So kudos for that. So it's kudos. So good review for that. Like I said, it's a little small, and it you know, since it's small, it's gonna be light. So that's the other thing. And the weedless capabilities is pretty good, but it could be fixed because these are not as weedless as our other lures I've just shown you guys. But if you're trying to throw something different, totally different action for anything else that's out there, give this a shot. Because when the other frogs come through the water, they'll kind of divide the water sideways. This one actually pushes it forward. So due to this this kind of design, it's a flat right here. It's a very flat chin that actually pushes the water forward. The way I've been catching fish with this, I'd actually cast it right into, you know, the nastiest cover you can get, and I just slowly kind of just, you know, shake it out, and then I'll do a couple, like 2 or 3 pretty aggressive moves, straight pulls or tugs, and that's when I usually get my hits. So good to that. Now, premium quality VMC hooks, these are pretty stout. This quality of hook is good, okay? It's just like I said. It seems it's like one size too small. Step it up one size, and it'd be good. But yeah, looking at that, man, you know, for all those tournament guys that fish the pads, I think you gotta have one of these. I honestly think you gotta have one, because if you go into a spot where your competition's just fished it, and he's already gone through it with a frog, and you know they're hitting frogs that day, yeah, come on. What are the odds of anybody having another lure like this in the States? You know? So, yep, fell over. But yeah, that's the review for that. This thing is, I think it's a must-have. I mean, frog fishing, you gotta have it. It doesn't cast very far, so that's the only downside. You can't cover as much water as you'd like, but other than that, quality is top-notch. The price is top-notch. $13 for something like this. You know, it's a design that honestly I would have never thought. If I was a lure designer, I would have never thought of this. And I've seen some videos where they do sink, but not mine. Mine floats very well. And the cool thing is, when you're pulling it, it'll come through the water pretty well. I mean, it's pretty level when it comes through the water. So you say that's a water level, comes through like that. But as soon as you stop, it slowly goes like that. Okay, slow. It goes slow, primarily due to the skirt. It doesn't just go like that. You're tugging it, and it slowly tips back like that. And a lot of times, that's when I get a lot of hits too. I've actually got one hit where, as it's tipping back, and I just wiggle the slack on the line, and you can see it kind of dancing like this in the water. And fish will hit it. They'll come up. They won't hit it aggressively, but they'll come and they'll just peck on this, and they peck on it. You just set the hook, and then yeah, does the trick. So yeah, it's a definitely new way to fish a frog. Like I said, it's an interesting lure. You just gotta have it for a tournament angler. You gotta have it. I mean, if you want something that's different from everybody, you know, this is the way out right here. Okay. Once again, that's the Mega Bite, and this is the part number for it if anybody wants to know. The Mega Bite Red Eye Frog. Red eyes. Background with a stupid red frog again. That means the video is over. But I really do like this video, so I think I might just subscribe, like, and share this video with all my friends. And don't forget to share your daily catches with us on Facebook or on Instagram.